The very best way to become a better day trader is to give yourself more live chart time. That's what we're going to do today. You got me for 2 unedited hours just watching stocks move based on what shows on the scanner and commentary from a trader that has been doing this now for over 10 years. I am actually live right now on YouTube. So if you are watching this as a past broadcast and you missed the live stream, don't worry, it's okay. You're going to get just as much value out of watching this 2 hours as you would if it was live. But if you would like to join for the next one so that you can ask me some of your own questions live and in real time, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that little bell icon is clicked next to the subscription button so you don't miss when I go live, which is every Monday and Friday morning, 1 hour before market open. Okay. Right now, on the scanner, hitting the scanner hard was Elab. This company does have news this morning. PMGC Holdings reports 2025 annual results and files a Form 10-K. So obviously some real material news out on the stock this morning. It is actually also our top gainer on the morning. Also, it only has a 540,000 share float. This is a micro float stock. Yes, I hear the audio alerts going off. This is a micro float stock, so obviously it takes less demand to move it. It's already traded nearly 30 million shares of volume into that float. You can actually see here the strategy and the video that I posted on Saturday. Actually, this is my RSI rate of change strategy, is in this stock from $3.35, currently up 19% in this trade. So pretty good start for me this morning. Let me go ahead and do some admin stuff. Let me make sure I can see my YouTube chat. Colin, good morning. Slot, good morning. How are you guys? Let's go ahead and let the Discord know we are live. Watch ELAB run out. The exit condition for this strategy is the first candle to close below low of previous candle. I actually tweeted this morning how important I think that exit strategy is. Not even that it's funny because it's not even that I think like it's the best exit strategy. It's just so simple. It's something that's so simple and easy to remember and stress-free, and it allows you to maximize your winners like this. Once again, my strategy is in from 335. It is trading at 386 now and hasn't sold yet. So it's just a great way to maximize your winners, to cut your losers quickly. Once again, not saying if you trade like that you're going to be profitable or anything, just it's a great exit strategy. Henry, good morning. Hello, my friend. How is ya? What am I doing?
RZLB.
Go ahead and share the live. Oops, I forgot to put a thumbnail on my live stream. No. Hold on, I think I can fix that. I think I can fix that mid thing here. Yes, I can. Okay, the live stream now has a thumbnail. Way to go, content creator. So if this candle closes here in 20 seconds, the strategy will exit. Once again, because we are below the low of the previous candle. Which seems like it's going to happen. This is getting a pretty hard pullback. Any reason for changing the RSI from default 10 to 8? I've just found it to work better in my limited testing. I haven't tested this strategy like too crazy yet, but in my limited testing, I have landed on the 8 number to be the best that fits my trading style. Right, Bio? Like, it might not fit your trading style. That's why in every time I publish a strategy code, I try to make them as customizable as possible so that you can come in and adjust and test according to the types of stocks you like to trade, etc. Let me let the Discord know we are live. Delete the previous message so people don't click the wrong thing. Cool. The strategy did just exit that candle. What did we lock in there? We locked in 8.5%. Not bad. Obviously a little sad. It was up 19%, but also like, if you would have gotten in this trade, like if you don't have an exit strategy like this, there's almost no way you would have held through all this. Like you would have exited at 4%.
Qncx.
So. That's why people don't like the trade like this, because they watch the drawdown on the end, though not considering all the hold they still got all the way up. Qncx, I see just hit the scanner. Okay. Did this thing just announce news? Yes. Qncx just announced news at 8:30, picked up on our scanner. hit the moving now at 11 cents, already trading up to 11.5. It is, of course, a penny stock. It also has a 56 million share float, which is interesting, but it does have news. Qncx Therapeutics settles approximately $16.4 million of debt. Okay, so it's a dollar sign news as well. I like news that has real dollars in it like this because it lets you know a real value to it, right? Okay, $16.4 million of debt. How does that impact their current market cap, etc.? Strategy is in from 0.018. Yo, what's up, Ronnie? Good morning. Very nice alert right off of the scan here, though. Once again, alerted here at this move. It's already made a 10+% move up since the alert. And you were alerted in both audio and moving now, and once again, the news popped up live and in real time. There it goes. It's continuing to run. Up 15% now since the alert. Hitting the moving now again as it's making new highs. Very nice. Any penny stock traders out there capturing this one? JMP, good morning, my friend. Hello. Hello from Tel Aviv. Hello, my friend. I love the shift feature giving the company details. Yep. Qncx is a healthcare stock from the United States of America. Oh, this stock? Wow. I'm not sure I've ever seen a company from Ireland on the scanner. That's cool. ITRM. Market looking juiced today with headlines. I don't pay attention to macro markets all too much. I did see that futures went green. What happened? What was announced? How old is the kid now? My boy is 3 years old. My daughter is 1 year old. Bring in my water. I left my water in the car. Whoops. Mako, good morning. Hello. Missouri checking in. Hello, hello. Oh, Trump is tweeting stuff. That's unsurprising that that's what's moving the market. Did you buy nearly 500,000 shares? Yeah. That's what the strategy bought, yes. So the strategy also has a check that the volume must be at least 5x greater than what you wanted to buy. So at 454,000 shares, the volume bar before it traded 2.9 million shares. So you would have been good. It needed to trade at least 2.5 million, right? And it did. That's an important check in really a lot of trading strategies, any trading strategies, to make sure that the volume is there to support the amount of shares you want to buy. Else you wouldn't like get filled, right? Else the back test like wouldn't be real because it'd be really hard to get filled. So in this one, I've built in, like I said, a 5x check. Did get stopped out on that candle. Not really much happened here. I mean, it was 4%. I guess you can't complain too much about 4% in 4 minutes. I guess if you're making 1% a minute, you're not crying, right? We'll see, though. Qncx can still fight back. It's trying. Trump signed a $2 million defense deal. Oh, okay. Nice. Like with Iran. Also, it's pumping again. You can see the buy is hitting again. Oh, I need to make a change to the code, actually. I hard-coded 10 into the label. I need to make that label turn green based on the RSI change variable value instead of just 10. Okay, quick edit to the code. This will now turn green based off of what you have entered because once again, I have mine entered to an RSI rate of change of 8 instead of 10. So it fought back. The strategy re-entered. It's back to highs. South Carolina. What up, what up? Still a very, very nice move off of the initial alert. Remember, we were first alerted on this thing right about here. Now up 25% since the initial alert, Qncx. Congratulations, any penny stock traders out there. Small cap gauge is at 39% today, which is, you know, not hot, but it's not the worst either. Which means, you know, you can trade normally. Expect a normal amount of follow through. Government money going to defense companies. Oh, so it's Palantir flying. Yeah, Qncx is not quite getting going this time. Penny stocks are tough. And once again, this is just a $16.4 million of debt news. So like when you get news like this, it's nice because you know kind of the immediate like actual impact on the company. But also since you know the actual impact on the company, stocks tend to, not always. I'm not saying Qncx can't rip to 20 cents for all I know. But typically when you get like dollar news like this, the stock will sort of jump up to where that impact value is and then kind of like chill there. So like, for example, what's the market cap of Qncx? Actually, let me do this. Let me get to it from my scanner. We can go here. We can go here. Market cap of Qncx is, wow, $5 million market cap. $5 million market cap with $16.4 million of debt. You know, algorithms that are a lot smarter than me figures out that impact on market cap and puts the stock there. I'm running the same strat. I didn't get that second buy. Yeah, I've changed the default. So in my RSI rate of change strategy, I make the rate of change 8 instead of 10. Once again, in my limited testing, I have found that to be the best number. I'm not ready to say yet that this is the best number, but it's the number that I've landed on for my current testing and optimization. It's a little bit more aggressive. It doesn't require quite as big of moves to enter. You guys like my new stream setup, by the way? I'm trying to set it up. Someone just subscribed to the website. Thank you. I'm trying to set it up so that I can make clips a little bit easier. Like if something cool happens, I can cut out my face and cut out the screen or whatever for a clip instead of me being overlaid with everything. Thank you to whoever just signed up to the website. I assume you're in the stream. Maybe you're not. Obviously, if you are brand new, if you just found this YouTube channel through this live stream, this is my stock scanner. Like you are looking at my scanner here. This is something that I built. ELAB is okay. ELAB back to highs. Same stock we watched a trade on earlier. But yeah, this is my real-time stock scanner. It updates every 200 milliseconds. Obviously, you can access it from my website or that QR code there. ELAB, the strategy did re-enter. It did get a big enough bounce. Once again, thank you to the scanner for putting us on the alert here just before $4. We'll see. We'll see. It's obviously not brand new news. This news came out at 7 o'clock this morning. So you kind of, you don't expect like a bang, bang candle like you can get right when news is announced, but we'll see. Woo! Morning, Trey. What's up, MG? How you doing, my friend? Good morning. Elab is a continuation. Look back 5 days. Is it a stock that's been running for multiple days? It's fighting. It's fighting. It was pulling back really hard right after the entrance, but it's grinding up now. This is that wait for first candle to close below previous low working for you. You didn't get stopped out in that little fake down there. It did draw back pretty hard, but now going up pretty hard, up 5% in this trade already now. Is this live stream daily? Just Mondays and Fridays. Mondays and Fridays, 1 hour before market open, and you'll have me until 1 hour after market open. So I'll be live until 10:30. Kind of get to see all the fun stuff. Jay Bear, what's up, my friend? Good morning. Hello, hello. ELAB, nice push up to 420 here. Once again, you were immediately alerted on this move in the scanner at $3.99. It first hit the scanner on the second move, and wow. Okay. Up 10% now since the alert, since the strategy is in. Wow, very nice. I'm not going to lie, I kind of didn't expect that. But that's why you have the scanner, right? I kind of thought this stock was done. You know, we took the pretty nice trade on it earlier for 9%, whatever. And then I was like, okay, we were looking at some other stuff. And then all of a sudden it hits the scanner again, and here we go again. CSW, good morning. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you're excited for a new trading week. Excited to hopefully get some heat in the scanner, huh? Like I said, this morning we're on 39%, which where the small cap gauge has been the last few weeks is not bad. Like, I'll take it. Small cap gauge has been quite red the last few weeks, just meaning that the overall strength in the small cap market's not really been there. So I'll take a yellow day, and you're seeing that already, right? Like, you're seeing some nice follow through in at least one name this morning. And all it takes is one. First time here, welcome in, Vernon. Hope you enjoy, my friend. My name is Trey Neal. I have been day trading the stock market for 10 years. I've been making YouTube content for 7 years. More than that? I used to live stream over on Twitch every single morning. I'm also a Twitch partnered live streamer, though I don't stream there anymore. And now I run a business where I sell both these custom codes and that nice fancy scanner that you're seeing over there. So I don't sell, whenever I tell people I run a day trading business, it feels awkward because there's a lot of like guru, scammy education YouTube businesses. You know, I'm not that guy. I won't sell you any education. I only sell tools, right? I sell actually like actionable tools that you can take and make use of. David, hello, good morning. Software product, let's put it that way. ELAB consolidating here. It's trying. What's this high level? High level about 437. Let's see. I never tell people I day traded to say I'm a drug dealer. Well, I can tell, like, whenever anyone asks what I do, I'm like, oh, I run my own business. And then if they ask what it is, I tell them it's about day trading. There's just so much in the day trading sales space that is like scammy. It's like, no, I'm not a guru. I'm not telling people what to do. I'm not selling signals. I'm selling actual things, right? Like, this is a thing. This is a real thing. It's not a trade idea or whatever other BS. We're the Thinkorswim expert coder. Yeah, I've been coding at Thinkorswim for 6 of those years, I think, 6 or 7. Okay, did get a pullback, locked in another 3.5% on that trade. So it's nothing crazy. XMTR just hit the scanner, brand new. Ew, what the hell? Oh, huh? 20. I should have looked at the volume first. Thanks, traded no volume. Don't worry about it. That's where your eyes should go immediately when you see something like this. Some kind of false print or something triggered the scanner on light volume. What is Elab's blue sky? Now. This 437, that's actually interesting. On the daily chart, this 437 that I drew, that high that we just touched in pre-market, is actually the high from this day as well. Well, technically, literally 443, but... And look, it's kind of a key area right here on the daily, because it was kind of support here, resistance here. You come down into the 1 minute, you can see it's struggling for a minute here at this level again. It's always fun when you do that. Draw an intraday line, go out, and it's actually also pertinent on the daily, on larger time frames. Good morning. How do you use those codes? You have to be on Thinkorswim first off. So Thinkorswim has its own proprietary coding language. So you can't like transfer these codes to other brokerages. But if you are, then over on my website, Thinkorswim luckily makes it very, very easy to share these codes. I'll show you in the free codes. First off, there's a handful of free codes on my site, but all you need to do, every single code on the website comes with one of these unique TOS share links. You just copy this, and then back within your Thinkorswim, you go to this setup cog in the top right, and then you go to, I know you can't see that, sorry. Setup cog in the top right, open shared item, paste, preview, and import. And just like that, you have the... You have whatever you imported open into your, oh my gosh, stop. open into your Thinkorswim forever. That's another like nice thing, is that it saves the code forever in your Thinkorswim account. Like even if you unsubscribe from the website or you stop paying me money, you'll still have the code. Are your scanners available on your website? Yep. So this scanner is just a website. There's nothing to download or anything like that. Once you sign up to my website, you just click on this purple button here, and it takes you to the scanner website. So you don't have to be on Thinkorswim. Like it doesn't matter what brokerage you use for this scanner. It doesn't matter where you live. As long as you have internet connection, you can use the scanner. You stop paying me money, exactly. The programming guru, oh no. I guess if the word guru is attached to my name, at least it's about programming and not day trading picks or whatever else. Any of your codes work for other brokerages? I have converted I think it's 8 or 9 of them I have converted to TradingView. I would like to, in the future, convert more of my codes to TradingView, because then obviously everybody would be able to use them, because TradingView is just a website. I'll get to it. For the last 3 months, all of my efforts have been going into this scanner. And for the next at least week or two, that will also still be going on, because I've still got some more major updates to bring to the scanner as well. It's crazy. This scanner started out with literally just this small cap gauge, the moving now and the top 20 gainers. And the moving now wasn't even near as good as it is now. That's all it started out as. And the scanner costs $45 a month. Guess what? Now you get live news, you get news alerts, you get this hover, you get this time machine, you get the sliders that you can filter what shows, you get the most recent high, you get the audio alerts, you get the news that you can search for. And the price is still $45 a month. I will do my best to make this scanner as good as it can be and not raise the price along the way. It's progressed a ton. It really has. I've added a lot to this scanner. I know we're just sort of sitting here chatting shit right now, but we're sort of waiting for something else to pop on the scanner. It is pre-market. There's not always things going crazy in pre-market. ELAB is still trying to fight. If you're gonna trade pre-market, this is actually, I can get into a rant here for a second since we're just chatting. If you're gonna trade pre-market, you have to kind of be able to do what I'm doing right now. If you can't tell what I'm doing right now, I'm not looking around, scanning, trying to find trade setups. I'm not what's the best buy right now? No, I'm sitting, I'm waiting for something else to hit the scanner. I'm waiting for something else to be really hot. And then we'll go look to potentially trade that. It's in pre-market, there's going to be a lot of sitting on hands time. There's a lot of okay, let's see if something else wants to pop. Maybe here at the top of the hour, 9 o'clock, something drops news, but you can't. The beginner trader, and I can be very empathetic to this because it was definitely me when I first started trading. I used to get such a rush from being in trades. My heart would start beating, my adrenaline would start pumping, that I chased that feeling. So I was always looking for trades and forcing shitty entrances just because I wanted to be in something. If you're gonna trade pre-market, you have to be able to just calm down, take a deep breath, and just wait. And once again, I think having a tool like this scanner helps with that, because you can see, there's nothing really moving right now. That you're not missing opportunities. There's just nothing hitting the scanner. So it helps you to relax, right? You're not sitting here looking at flicking through all the top gainers okay, which one of these is the best setup, no, there's not really anything flying right now. There's nothing really going on, so just chill, Major, good morning. Hello. It has to become a system. Yep. Yeah, you need only enter trades and only exit trades, obviously, as well, where you have proven them to be profitable statistically over time. Yep. There's no such thing in the way that I trade and the way I believe all beginners should trade is there's no such thing as like deciding whether you should or shouldn't enter. All that work is done like during after hours, during the weekends when you should be putting in the hours, building, testing, and optimizing your strategies, right? Market open is the easy part. This is the easy part of trading. All you should be doing now is following your strategies, right? There shouldn't be any thinking right now. You should just be trading the system that you've proven to work for you. And I'm not saying it's probably not going to be. It's probably not going to be the same way that I trade. It's probably not going to be the same systems that I trade. Even when I give you the codes on my website, once again, the point of the codes is to help you more easily test the trade idea. Like when you have the code, you can see live and in real time how the trade ideas work. And from that, you can take some of the rules that you like, disregard some of the rules that you don't like, and apply them to your own trading systems, you know. Oh, coffee sounds good, Lana. I kind of want some more coffee. There's a coffee shop literally like 3 doors down. 3 doors down from the office I work in. I wish they would like deliver. Could call them and bring me one. I could probably pay them enough money to get that set up. Everything has a price, right? Gotten the audio alerts to work on iPad. That's interesting. It shouldn't be any different, DWT. I don't know why it would be different based on the device that you're using. Because my audio alerts are just taking advantage of the browser's text to speech. That's like how I've set this up. So I don't know why it would be different if you're looking at your computer versus your iPad or phone or anything. It works on my phone. I load my scanner up on my phone all the time just to like kind of see what's going on. First off, the scanner is mobile friendly and the audio alerts work on here. ELAB trying this high level again. Once again, this kind of important key level here at 437. If it breaks this high, it will hit the scanner again. I recently subscribed to the website because of the scanner, but I would love to be able to use the codes on TradingView. Yeah, that'll be it's a project for the future. And like I said, there are some codes on TradingView on the website. I think it's like 9 of them. How does the low of the previous candle work? You just sell, so the low of the previous candle, meaning the low of this candle was $4.20. This candle closed at $4.13, obviously being less than 420. 420. So that's where the strategy exited. ELAB, once again, running its head into this level. Let's see if it can break the high. Trying. Okay. There it is. It broke it by like a penny. It broke it by 1 penny. Okay. Trying to hit the scanner again. There it goes. Okay. ELAB. Hit the scanner there at 436. Getting another breakout already up to 447. Look at that. The scanner has been all over this stock this morning. It alerted us back here at 335 for this move. It alerted us here just before 4 at about 392 for this move. Just alerted us here at 436 for this move up to 449. This breakout's not intense enough for the strategy yet, but nice to see the scanner pulling in the moves once again live and in real time. I wonder if it's an Apple thing. Blake, I see you're having problems with the iPad. You also have problems with the iPhone. I don't. I have the superior device. I have an Android, so I guess you just bought a shitty phone, man. I don't know. I'm joking. I don't know. I can look more into that. It's hard for me. Well, my wife has an iPhone. I'll test on my wife's phone. I was gonna say it's hard for me to test because I don't have one, but my wife does. I'll test on her phone and I'll look into maybe why Apple would be blocking that. I'm not sure. My data is not working. How so? Your scanner doesn't look like mine? That's impossible unless your internet is down. Because this is all hosted on both a server and a virtual machine, so it will never like be different. It doesn't run on your local machine. It shouldn't ever be different. Are you sure you just don't have filters turned on? You might have like your filters cranked or something so that it looks different than mine. Is there an automatic trade execution ability in the scanner? No. Nothing I sell will automatically place real money trades for you. Nothing I will ever sell will automatically place real money trades for you. That is a regulatory nightmare. Also, like, maybe impossible. I've never even really looked into the regulations because I know it's... When you start getting into building real trading bots for people, I mean, then you start getting into like brokerage laws and trading laws and like, I'm not dealing with all that. I just provide you the tools to help. I'm not going to trade for you. Take the new boat out yet? No, it's getting serviced. I took it straight to the shop for kind of the new boat / beginning of year service. Hopefully get it back in a couple days and take it out. I got to go to the DMV too. I from what I've heard, of course I can't register my boat at the DMV. I have to mail it in somewhere. But from what I've heard, if you take it to the DMV to do it, they'll give you a 90-day temp registration. ELAB, once again, the breakout wasn't too impressive. It chilled. It's kind of back to this level now. Mine wasn't. I backed in the browser and clicked on the scanner again and it works. Yeah, that's, I don't know. Something on your end. Because once again, it's just a website. It does, yes. The scanner starts working at 4 a.m. Yes, it wasn't working this morning because I'm a donut and I forgot to run my scanner. I had it paused this weekend while I was working on it and I forgot to rerun it until I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning. So that's on me, my fault. I apologize. But normally, yes, it will be working at 4 a.m. Yes, it works from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. So both, you get all pre-market and all after hours with the scanner as well, yes. Washed my John boat yesterday, nice. A boat's a hole in the water, you pour money down, yep. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I think the people that hate owning their boats are the people that don't understand that, right? Everyone's like, my 2 best days were the day I bought a boat and the day I sold it. It's because they don't understand that, like, they think they're just going to buy their boat and like have fun with it for 5 years. Their boats, a lot of shit goes wrong on boats all the time. There is maintenance money with boats. Like, you definitely shouldn't buy one until you can afford that. But as long as you can, 1, you know that's coming, and 2, you can afford it. I mean, you know, it's just like anything else, right? It's just like any other toy. Everything, all your toys break. Like, everything breaks if you push it hard enough, which if you're having fun, you will. I think people buy a boat for the first time without realizing what they're getting into. VLEO? Oh, light volume. Never mind. I mean, we'll go look just for S and Gs, but it's not going to be anything. Yeah. Really, really light volume. I mean, it did pop. Did it get 9 a.m. news? It might have. Might have got 9 a.m. news. Oh, it did. Yes, it did. Okay, I have to fix that. So it did get 9 a.m. news. Awarded 9.8. It's another $1, by the way. You can see that down here in the, by the way, I haven't really talked about this, but this bottom left scanner shows you all news on the day as long as the ticker is green. It doesn't show any red news because who cares about red news? But as long as the ticker is green, it will show here, and you can search. So like you can search for keywords and stuff here as well. So you can filter out what kind of news you would like to look at. But something I need to fix in my scanner, so VELO hit my moving now, and then like 5 seconds after the news like came through, I need to make it so that it will retroactively apply news to the moving now. You can see, like you can see here, when it first hit, it didn't show the news, but now that the news is attached, it's showing the news. That should be a pretty easy fix. I should be able to pretty easily fix that. Let me make a note of that actually in my backlog here. What just beeped? I think that was my phone. I think it was a scanner on my phone when I opened it. Notes. Yes. What am I saying? Retro apply news to moving now. Okay, I will do that after this stream. It should be like a 1 or 2 code line change. Should be pretty easy. On my MacBook, the time machine won't let me, lets me change the date? So you can't do this on your Apple? You guys just got to stop buying Apple products. That's the problem. I only code for, just joking. I can look into that. I'll look into that too. Seems like there's a couple of things that are wonky on Apple devices. What's your thoughts on trading dead cat bounces? I don't like it. It's not how I trade. VELO is trying to fight again. The first trade did not work, but then immediately bounces back up. Interesting. See if this one wants to go. Yeah, who asked me that question? Paul. I don't like dead cat bounces. I don't like buying weakness in general. I am a buy high, sell higher trader, if you can't tell from the way my strategy is working. Now, when you trade like this, you will notice, you will watch my strategies. You're watching it happen right now. You will watch my strategies. My strategies, like these kinds of breakout strategies, very low win rate. I win about 1/3 of the trades I take, about a 35% win rate. But it makes money because my average risk to reward is also like 4. When I win much bigger than I lose. You can still be profitable on a 35% win rate. Hell, you can be profitable on a 10% win rate as long as your R&R is large enough. But yeah, this is the way that I see the market best. But also, and I talk about this a lot, it definitely does not mean this is the way that you need to trade to be profitable. Of course not. One of my favorite parts of trading, also one of the most difficult parts of trading, is that there is a million different ways to skin the cat. There's a lot of people that make a lot of money playing dead cat bounces, you know? It's just not for me. HOLO new on the scanner. Okay, interesting. HOLO moving up. First alerted on that just before 240. All right. Wow. Whoa. What is this? Oh, it's a Chinese tech company. Okay. Some China, some low float China tech pump. My data is locked. I've sent you messages. Please unlock. What do you mean your data is locked? That's not possible. It's not possible for your scanner to like be different than mine because it's hosted on a virtual machine. It's not hosted on your own computer or like to your account or anything. Do you just mean that you can't sign into the website? Is that what you mean? I am behind on emails. I do apologize if anyone has an email out to me. I'm definitely behind on emails. I've been spending my time building the scanner instead of answering emails. I need to take a day where I just sit down for 6 hours and answer emails. That's usually what I do. I kind of let them build up sometimes, and then I just sit down and take a work day that's just all answering emails. I don't understand why you're changing the date on the time machine. It's for restoring backups. So this is a tool that allows you to go back to any past date and time, and then it will show you what the scanner looked like at that date and time, so that basically you can practice your trading 24/7. Like you can study how stocks were moving on the scanner on that day. Obviously, you can go back to that day in the charts and you can load it in and see how it moved and stuff. So this is a tool that unlocks 24/7 practice for day trading, which is stupid powerful. I think this is definitely the most underutilized part of the scanner. You all, like, if you're not where you want to be in day trading, you should be spending like most of your free time on this. Once again, the most important thing to get better at day trading is live chart time. And being able to go back and see what was moving on certain days at certain times is how you get that chart time, and it's how you become a better trader. I'll put it to you this way, this shit is really hard. You're not just gonna like pick up day trading, watch a couple of YouTube videos and be a profitable day trader. Like, you need to put in hours of practice, hours and hours and hours of practice. Not just the 1 hour a day that you can watch. VELO fought back, by the way, back to highs. Not just the 1 hour a day that you can watch the stock market. Like, VELO tried their little potential fake out. We'll see. The strategy is still in this. The strategy entered at 10 and you never got a candle that closed below previous candle. So it's still in. It held through this pain. It's locked, like your account. Do you want to type your email in here, Alpha? Or at least like maybe the first part of your email so that I can find it? Because I'll go look and respond to you specifically to help you out. Extremely hard. It can be simple but not easy. Yep. Simple but not easy is a pretty great way to put day trading, yes. Which is maybe one of the biggest reasons why 85% of day traders fail, or whatever the statistic is. Because it's very, very simple to access, and it seems simple at face value. But then people, like I said, don't put in the hours of study that they need to do and obviously get owned. For some reason, people think that like they're going to pick this up, and I don't know. I posted something on Twitter this weekend that I actually really liked. Here, I'll show it to you. Here. You want to achieve financial freedom by trading the short-term price action of the most highly liquid and volatile financial instruments in the world, but you're not even willing to study on the weekends. I don't know why. Well, you know, you kind of do know why, but people think that like, I don't know. People think they're just going to pick up trading like these highly, highly complex markets. And for some reason, like financial freedom is going to come easy to them. The tools I provide to you are built to help, built to shorten the time loop. But this shit's still hard. I also don't want anyone thinking they're going to sign up to access my scanner and my codes and then that's going to make them profitable. It's not. Still a lot of work you have to do. My goal is just to take that work from the, 6 years it took me to get to consistent profitability to shorter than that for you, That's what I try to provide with the tools. You pretty much stay on the 1 minute chart? Yep. Now that I have this scanner, yes. Before I had this scanner, I almost exclusively traded the 5 minute chart just because I couldn't find moves fast enough. But now that I can, now that I have a scanner that is updating price action every 200 milliseconds, I of course can find the news fast enough to make the 1 minute chart viable, yes. How do I get access to this? That QR code, or it's on daytradingstrategies.net is my website. I think it is linked in the description down below this live stream. Is there a stop loss method that exists for pre-market? You can use limit stops, yes. Limit stops are a little sketchy because you might not get filled. Just like in extended hours trading, you can't use market orders, right? You have to use limit orders. So you can set up limit stops. I never really use them. I'm not even 100% sure I know exactly how in Thinkorswim. Isn't there like a sell custom? Oh, there it is. Look, I just found it. Right click in your chart, sell custom, sell with stop limit. You can set these orders up. Any strategies for futures? No. So all of my codes, HOLO, okay. HOLO, this is that China tech stock fighting back up. All of my codes will run on anything you can chart. So like the strategies and stuff will run on futures charts, but I will tell you they're not optimized for that. It doesn't mean they definitely won't work, I guess. but I haven't done any testing on the futures market, put it that way. All the testing and like building and optimization and stuff I do is around equities. I'd set to 8, Don. I set mine to 8 for right now. That's what I have found to work best in my very limited testing of this strategy so far. I just built this strategy a couple days ago, so I'm not 100% convinced that's where it's going to land forever, but it's what we're looking at for right now. Why don't you have a trailing stop loss in pre-market? I do. The strategy inherently is a trailing stop loss, right? The stop on this strategy, like the exit of this strategy, is first candle that closes below previous candle. So that is a stop loss, right? Not a literal stop order, but I wait for the candle to close anyway. Will you change the name to RSI 8? The name on the website is actually RSI rate of change, because I did think of that when I published the strategy. I did think of that because its initial name was RSI 10. Self-management is half the battle. Great for be up nearly 4.5%. Dude, like you've got to be like really happy with 4.5%. 4.5% in a single day is crazy good, right? People get so like, they watch, obviously when you're looking at low float stocks like this, you watch them like rip like 50%, 100%, 300%, and people like, oh my God, how do I capture that? Like if you're making 4% a day, not that necessarily means you're going to do that every single day, but it's really good. I mean, the best day trading strategies in the world, like the best day traders in the world make like 20% a month. Or sorry, not a month. Sorry, a year. Make like 20, 25, 30% a year. And that's really good. I mean, that crushes the performance of the S&P 500 even after short-term gains taxes. Like if you can reliably scale, 25, 30% a year, that's amazing, man, I signed up for the annual plan a couple months ago. Don't have access to the Discord. Yeah, on the website, type in Discord. You'll see the Discord invite link. I guess I should just double check that it's currently the right link. Oh, maybe it's not. Let me go look. I've sent multiple emails for a refund. How come you don't respond? Yeah, I'm behind on emails right now. I will get to you, I promise. I need to take a day. Maybe I'll do it today. Actually, today is probably a great day because it's raining, so I can't go golfing or anything fun today. Maybe right after this live stream, I'll take my laptop out for a work lunch and I'll just answer emails for 3 hours. I think I've actually just decided that I'm going to do that. So I'll get to you today, Jody. Also, Jody took my girl. That's a crazy name. Love it. I'll get back to you, my friend. Refund? Some people want refund. It's okay. I mean, listen, the scanner is not for everybody. People sign up for the scanner, I think, maybe expecting like a lot of times I'll get people like that will sign up, but then they'll be like, Trey, how come no like large float stocks appear on the scanner? It's like, well, it's not really built for that, right? Like it will, like it's not only limited to small stocks. If Nvidia were to rip 3% in 2 minutes, it would hit this scanner. It's just those kinds of stocks don't tend to be as volatile enough to hit the scanner, right? So it's just like, maybe just doesn't match their expectations or whatever, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind. I've never not given a refund. If someone signs up, tries out my website and asks for a refund, I've never not given it. I understand. I mean, you want to sign up, you want to try it out, and if it doesn't work for you, you want your money. I mean, that's life, man. I got no problem with that. Thank you for trying it out. A day of answering emails sounds like torture. Yeah, so Steve, what I do is I go to like one of the restaurants in town and I just drink a couple beers and answer emails. I try to make it a little bit more fun. I try. I go have me a couple beer lunch and answer emails. Can I switch to the annual? My 1 month is up? Yeah. You can switch the annual whenever you would like to. If you want to switch now, you can. Make sure you go into your account and cancel your monthly subscription too. Or just send me an email, like when you sign up for the, yeah, I'm looking at it right now, MS. When you sign up for the annual, you can send me an email and let me know. And I'll double check just so you're not still being charged the monthly too. Oh, this is the correct, wait. Yeah. The Discord on the website is currently the correct one. So on the website in this search bar, just type in Discord and you'll see a Discord invite link. You can go in here, obviously, once you're logged into your annual subscription account, you can click on this and the link is in there. You just click that link, it takes you straight to the Discord server. If you guys didn't know, what the? Hello. If you guys didn't know, if you sign up for the annual plan, you also get access to this Discord server, which currently consists of, we just hit 2,100 members. Nice. Very nice. How come you can't just open up my live data? Because it doesn't work like that. The data isn't attached to your account. Once again, the website or the scanner is hosted on a virtual machine. It's not frozen for you. You might have I'm not saying you don't have a problem, but we'll have to dig into, maybe your account isn't active anymore, or maybe I don't know what the problem is, but if you let me know your email, if you let me know what your email address is, I'll go look at your email right now. You should build a code for that. I've actually looked into this. I've looked into like getting like a support like chat bot like on the website that you can ask it questions to. Yeah, I just haven't done it yet. How do you like the scanner you use versus trade ideas? My scanner is the best on the market. There's not a single scanner in the world better than mine. I mean, I built it myself. I can't really answer that question because I'm obviously very partial to mine. It's impossible for me to unbiasedly answer that question, Jason. You know what I mean? This is my baby. I think it's the best. My strategy's in hollow, but don't see it in yours. What strategy are you running? How was a NASCAR race? It was a lot of fun. Got cold. We were in like the main grandstands and I didn't realize that the sun sets behind those. So like the second half of the race was pretty cold, but other than that, it was a lot of fun. Yeah. My 3-year-old loved it. I took him to Martinsville yesterday for the NASCAR race. He loved it. Same as yours. I don't know. I don't know why yours would be in and mine wouldn't if it's set up the same way. Are you running the same one from the website? I mean, you must be. I don't know. I haven't done anything else. I actually literally for this live stream, because I like couldn't find the name of it, I imported this from the website. Like I imported this code from the website and turned it on. So it's literally the exact same one as what's on the website. I just sent your email. Look, please. Okay, I'm watching. I don't see anything through yet. My last email was at 9:12 from Mr. Charles. The scanner does work. Yeah. I mean, listen, like I say this a lot. I think one of the best parts of my scanner is that I'm the solo developer and I've been trading for 10 years and I use this scanner every day myself. So like, I'm someone that's been doing this for a while who is going to make this scanner as good as it can be for traders because I want it to be good for myself too, right? Is it monster time yet? What time is it? 7.5 minutes until market open? It's almost monster time. Who's ready for the market open monster? Getting tired. Need to wake us up a little bit here for market open. You will still have me for another hour after market open, by the way, so don't go anywhere. Things are about to light up. It's been slow. I mean, we had some fun. Elab was like really the only fun this morning. That's kind of it. So we had something, but nothing too crazy in pre-market. But things are about to obviously liven up. You trade on your secret scanner. Yes, I actually have one of these that's much better that only I use. Yeah. What flavor monster? White, of course, the only flavor. Nah, all monsters good. Like I like the original monster too. It's just they're like 300 calories or whatever they are. I just like the 0 calories. I can't send messages on the Discord channel. Yeah, so when you join the Discord, you get taken to this page with all the rules. You have to obviously read the rules, and when you accept them, you click on this here. Click on this green check mark emoji reaction at the very bottom, and then the bot will give you access to the rest of the channels then. Are you doing this live stream often? Every Monday and Friday morning. Every Monday and Friday morning. I pay for the annual. The website's not working for me. I've sent multiple emails. Yeah. Jody, what? Yeah, man. We just talked about that for like 5 minutes. Yeah, I will get to your emails. You just skipped my email? No, I didn't. It didn't come through. Are you emailing the right account? Because I did not get an email. I haven't gotten an email since 9/12. I am looking, my friend. I promise. My teen kiddos love Monster. Dude, when I was in high school, I actually accidentally got addicted to Monster. I would be drinking like 3 a day. It reached a point where I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I stopped drinking them for a couple years. I was like feeling it in my body that it was not good for me. What strat are you using? This is my new strat, the RSI rate of change. This is the one I just published on the website. I just made a video on it this weekend. FCHL, just hit the scanner, brand new here right before market open. I mean, sure. Sure, it's moving a little. Nothing really to write home about. And I wouldn't, once again, my rule, not telling you what to do, but I'm not super interested in entering a trade 4 minutes before market open because I would not be holding that trade through market open. Never had one. I've worked with a guy who drank 5 Red Bulls and smoked 2 packs a day at work. He's not going to make it to 70 years old. That's not good. Let me get my monster. It's almost market open monster time. What a baller. We'll crack the bad boy at 9:30. How about that? CVS, what's up, by the way, my friend? How you doing, ma'am? You've been a long time viewer. You were like even an OG Twitch viewer. You were on pretty early on the days I was streaming over on Twitch. Thank you for all you do and all you've done. Incredible. Hey, man. Glad to help. Listen, once again, I built this scanner for myself, but then reaches a point where you're like, well, first off, I started building these codes for myself. That's how the business started, was just the codes. And I was obviously building them for myself, and I was showing them off. Speaking of live streaming on Twitch, I was like showing my codes on Twitch, and people were like, Trey, how do I get your codes? I want to use those. And obviously I'm not going to give them away for free. I mean, that would be unfair to me and the business. So I started a website, and it's taking off way, way more than I ever thought it would. I thought like, oh, you know, a couple people that want to use my codes, you know, whatever. I'll charge them like $20, whatever. They'll use my codes, and it has kind of become a whole thing. Here we are. Now I have my own real-time stock scanner that I built. I spend $66,000 a year on the data for this stock scanner. If that gives you an idea of scale of what the business has grown into. That is what the revenue from the business, you know, allows me to spend on making products better for the business, right? I do believe you are AI. Yes, I am not real. That's going to be a thing. Hell, it's probably already a thing. Like AI live streamers. The dead internet theory, right? No one on the internet's going to be real anymore. It's all going to be AI. I think my theory on that is it's going to be really, really hard to like start a new channel. Because people are like only going to want to watch people that they know are real. So like everyone starting a new channel, people are just going to assume they're AI and like not want to watch. Up $420 before market open, quick 42 push-ups. No, congratulations, Mo. $420. Blaze it, brother. Congrats. PURR, sure, whatever. But once again, market's open here in a minute and a half. We'll watch ELAB out of market open, obviously, though, keeping an eye on. So when market opens, obviously things are going to start going crazy. My eyes are here. My eyes are on the volume column of the moving now. Obviously, I'm also listening to my audio alerts too, but this is where my eyes are. Any of you news traders, if you trade, I only like to trade biotech news. You can search keywords down here in the news now. You can see all stocks with news that have the keyword phase in it. Conduct phase 2 clinical trial. Phase 3 program. Best in class potential in phase 3. If you want to search $, if you want to search AI, if you want to search buyout, I don't know what else you would search, but just wanted to show that off quickly. This is the newest thing that I've added to the scanner, and I think it is dumb powerful. You now have like a full live real-time news scanner that is searchable on the scanner as well. That in and of itself, this right here is worth way more than $45 a month. Just this. On top of everything else you get access to. All right, here we go. 10, 9. Yeah, I'm too far ahead. Ooh, market open monster. Here we go, chat. Lock in. My eyes are going to be right here on the volume column. I'm watching for any stocks that hit the moving now with heavy volume. Obviously, you're going to see a lot of these new stocks hitting the scanner. Once again, if you are brand new and don't know what that means, that just means that it is the first time that the stock has hit the scanner on the day. Obviously, you get a lot of that at a market open. Ticker ELAB, the number one stock on our gainers list, is what we're watching, trying to get a strong open. I see IQ has traded 2.4 million shares, but it does have a 960 million share float. We can go take a look, though. It is pushing out of open. IQ, BFRG, I see a huge volume. Okay. BFRG, huge volume, hitting the scanner out of open. Very nice. Skin, very light volume, don't care. See, like stocks like this, you just skip over immediately. That's why my eyes are here. My focus is here. BFRG was kind of the stock so far. Yes, my opinion. You can use commas. You can use commas to search or. So this is $ or AI, or you can use and%. So $ and AI. That means both must be in the headline. So yes, you can use commas, either comma for or and for and, obviously. IQ, the other stock we talked about, still trying to push too. Okay, IQ kind of might become a move. It is a very big float stock though. You don't expect this to go too crazy, but big float stocks can still be impressive. It just takes more volume, but it doesn't mean it can't get the volume. Light volume, AGRO, not too worried about it yet. I love market open. The chat goes quiet at market open. We've all been like sitting here kind of shooting the shit for the last hour, and then market open, everybody like locks in. Like, As you should lock in.
SGML.
SGML, new heavy volume. Wow. Okay. Yes. SGML, heavy volume. Sierra Golf,
CENX.
Mike Lima.
AA. CENX.
CENX, I do see, yes.
SGML.
Lighter volume, CENX. SGML is the one I like right now.
SGML.
I scalp on Elab. Congratulations, Mo. You're having hell of a day. You've already paid for your annual plan today. Look at you go. Congrats. ELAB, what's it doing? Nice, yeah. ELAB gave us an alert out of open. Big push up there. SGML is still the one capturing my attention for right now. ELAB, I do notice acting weird. I do notice ELAB acting weird with the scanner. Why is that happening? Why is it showing at $4.17? Oh, maybe it was just reading the future. My scanner was telling the future. That's what was happening. CENX, more expensive stock, but grinding up, yes. Someone else just signed up to the website. Thank you very much. If you're in the live stream, just going to assume you are.
UGRO.
UGRO, I do see very light float on UGRO. Hasn't this stock been hitting the scanner? This is a stock I've seen like all last week, wasn't it? 750,000 share float, 1.4 million share traded. It's already traded through its float twice, UGRO. So this should be a lot of volatility. The strategy is actually in from 1996 already. Interesting to watch. UGRO trying 21.5 now. What's the strategy up in this? 9%. It's nothing massively crazy, but I guess you wouldn't complain about being up 9%. A lot of lighter volume stuff hitting. Once again, if I don't go to everything, it's because the volume is too light. I mean, MNTS might not be bad just because the float's so small. Float only 1.67 million on MNTS. BFRG is back. Okay.
SST.
Bravo, Foxtrot, Romeo,
BFRG.
What is G? Oh, Golf.
SST.
Bravo, Foxtrot,
BFRG.
Romeo, Golf. Moving up. I forgot G in my phonetic, man. Will your scanner work on any platform? Yep. The scanner is a website. So it's not like the scanner is not a Thinkorswim thing. It's not attached to any brokerage.
BFRG.
As long as you have the internet, you have the scanner.
MNTS. BFRG.
BFRG, okay. Grinding. The strategy is still in this from 110 out of open. It held through this pain because this candle did not close below the low of previous candle. MNTS, that's the one we talked about with smaller float. I see it hitting most recent high again. I hear it.
BFRG. MNTS. UGRO.
It's inside the internet. It is the internet. UGRO as well. Wow, okay. A handful of the stocks we were talking about right out of open here. UGRO still going as well. Strategy still in this thing from $20 or from $19.97. Strategy now up 13%. UGRO. We talked about this one.
BFRG.
BFRG. Okay.
UGRO.
A couple of stocks are taking shape now.
BFRG.
UGRO, BFRG. Couple of stocks taking shape here. Getting big moves. Strategy is up nicely in both of them. I give really all the credence to the exit condition of the strategy. I really like the exit condition, sell first candle to close below prior.
UGRO.
Is BFRG halting? BFRG is locking into a halt here. Volatility halt up, BFRG. We'll go look at UGRO while we wait 5 minutes for that to unholt. Bought into the halt. Good luck. Took a nibble before the halt. Good luck to you all. VRDN. I do see hammering the scanner. Oh, gosh. Rule of mine. I'm not saying it's how you have to trade, but rule of mine, I don't trade stocks that are red on the day. So, like, yes, VRDN is moving now, correct, but it's just bouncing after a huge gap down. Still down like 35% on the day. Okay, UGRO getting a big red candle now.
SST.
SST.
MNTS.
Okay. SST. Nice. Wow. Interesting. Got like a hammer death candle and is bouncing back up. SST. Interesting. BFRG just passed ELAB for the top gainer on the day. We have a new top gainer of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Edge. Huh?
POLA.
Where did the halt section go? I'm hiding it for now because it's not working. I'm working on it in the background. The halt section like never really worked. It never worked right.
POLA.
So I'm working on it in the background. If I can get it working right again, I will bring it back during market hours. SST back above 4, trying. What time did BFRG halt? 9:36. So we expect to unholt about 9:41. That'll be first unholt check at least. How do you get your RSI strategy to auto trade so many different stocks? It's not auto trading. The trades you see on the chart are not real money trades. Now, am I taking these trades? Maybe, maybe not. I don't show my real money trades on camera for a handful of personal and legal reasons. I think it's, I don't know, whatever. I was going to say I think it's silly to show your real trades, but people can do what they want. I used to show my real trades every single morning, but for my own sanity, my own trading, and not getting my assets froze by the FTC, I no longer do that. I do have 3 monitors, though. There is stuff going on this monitor. There's stuff going on that monitor. There are things going on behind the scenes as well that you cannot see. So, am I or am I not taking these trades? Who knows? So you don't turn it on? No, it's always running, right? Like it just captures, when you load in a chart, it loads in, like it immediately fires and loads in based on what you're charting, where it would have entered and exited. So it's not even like saving this data. Like if I go look at anything, it'll load it all in. Like if I can just load in a larger time frame, like instead of 1 day, let's look at 10 days on this stock. It'll load in like any past trades in the history as well. So it's, the strategy codes are really nice for 2 reasons. One,
SST.
The obvious one, showing you live and in real time where the entrance and exit conditions are happening. But 2, also the fact that it automates the data gathering process of backtesting. It makes backtesting and optimizing strategies way easier because you're not having to go back through and manually find and write down everywhere it would have got in and out, etc. BATL, I do want to keep an eye on EFRG though, or BFRG, sorry. This thing should be unhalting any second. I didn't have my time and sales up when it halted, so I can't see the exact second, but the resumption price grinding up. Yeah, I wanna get that built into my scanner too somehow. Well, I know how I can, but I just haven't gotten it working yet. 30 seconds? Okay. We'll watch BFRG unhold. Three more people signed up to the scanner. Thank you guys. If you guys are interested in the scanner, obviously that QR code will take you to the choose your plan page. You can access this real-time 200 millisecond updating scanner for only $45 a month, or even cheaper with the annual plan. Okay, BFRG open. Opens up, pulls down. Whoops. Opened up so far, getting red though. We'll see. Watch the rebound here. High of this candle is 130. That's what you're looking to break on this next candle for continuation. Yeah, they'll run on your paper trading account as well.
BFRG.
Yeah, that's a good way to backtest.
SST.
They'll run on anything you can chart. So they'll run on futures, they'll run on options, they'll run on Forex. Anything you can chart, they will run on. I will tell you, I have only built and optimized them for equities. So like, don't expect anything amazing on other futures and stuff, but maybe. BFRG did go break 130, but not with conviction yet.
SST. BFRG.
Yep, BFRG back on the scanner, up 4% in the last 2 minutes. Okay, it kind of like just went right back into this grind mode. Kind of just went right back into this. You didn't really get like insane volatility out of the unhold. We'll see. Almost every single one of my strategies, Steve, buys and sells at the close of the candle. So that's where they fire, the close of the candle. I'm a very big believer in setting up trading systems that way because it makes slippage a non-factor. Everyone likes to talk about slippage in like their backtesting and like why backtesting doesn't work. And that is a very, very good point for strategies that are reliant on entrance and exit because of price, right? Like, oh, I buy if it breaks, say like if it breaks this high level here, that's where I buy. Okay, well the strategy gets in exactly at the high level then, which of course you're not always going to be able to do. So slippage definitely matters. But when you're just buying and selling the close of the candle, it's not a price factor for why you're getting in and out. Slippage isn't a thing. Because sometimes you're going to get better fills, sometimes you're going to get worse fills. I've always found it to pretty much average out for the most part. SST hammering the scanner again. Okay. Sierra Tango pushing up. A week ago, I bought your yearly plan. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Busy learning it all. Dude, isn't it a lot of fun? I couldn't imagine being a beginner trader and then like signing up for this. It's like you immediately, like obviously the scanner is dope, like duh. And you can go in and play with the time machine and stuff right away, but you also immediately get access to 150 plus custom trading codes. Like it's so much to like go set up and play around with and find what works best for you and that kind of stuff, you know? I can imagine it being a lot of fun. SST grinding its way up to highs. Alerted on this thing at 419 again, pushed up. Wow.
SST.
Alerted at 419 during this move, and it's already pushed up to 435. I mean, I guess that's not insane. It's like a 5% move, but you take a little 5% alert, wouldn't you? And it's trying to go higher as well. We'll see. Sierra Tango. Let's go take a gander back to BFRG as well. The strategy that entered from right out of market open finally got stopped out at 11% there. Once again, I mean, I say 11% like you wouldn't take that. I got cooked on FGI. What is FGI? What's this? What's this? Why are you playing FGI, my friend? What did you like about that setup? Not that there's anything wrong. I mean, it's not for me. Once again, I have a rule that I don't trade stocks that are red on the day. But it doesn't mean that you can't make money doing it. I'm not saying you were wrong. That's something very... I try to hammer this home as much as I can to beginner day traders. There's probably... Most of you watching would probably consider yourself a beginner. A green trade is not good and a red trade is not bad, right? As long as you are following a strategy that you have proven to be profitable. That is the very important first step. You have to backtest and prove the statistics of a strategy. If you don't do that, then you're just guessing. But if you've done that, following the strategy is good. Not following the strategy is bad. That's what's good and bad, not green and red, right? You can take good red trades. You can take bad green trades. If you break your rules and still make money, that's a bad trade. You guys like my little bull, by the way? When I used to live stream on Twitch, not that I'm putting any pressure on you, but when I used to live stream on Twitch every day, someone's wife, like a viewer's wife, crocheted that for me and mailed it to me. That's pretty cool. That's something I'll always keep. ANNA trying to grind up here. This is one that was on the scanner on Friday, I believe. You measure the percentage with a line drawn? Yeah, so you can middle mouse click, like push in on your wheel on the chart. That brings up your drawing tools. This diagonal line here, this trend line, you can click once and drag. And it obviously draws the line, but it also shows you the bars, the minutes, the percentages. It's a very nice tool, yes. ANNA grinding up here above 9. Where did we first get alerted on this thing? At like 860 or whatever we first got alerted on this? Nice move. That's 6.5%. Strategy gets in different than mine. You're the second person to say that today. I'm not sure why it would be. I mean, what do you have your position size set to? Because that will change the chart too. Oh, you know what? I bet that's exactly what it is. Because remember, there is a check in the code that the stock must also at least trade 5x the volume versus the number of shares you're going to buy. So like for me, I'm simulating $50,000 positions. So I'm buying a lot of shares. So the volume has to be much heavier. Yeah, if yours is set to 500, yeah, you're going to be buying much faster than me probably because you require much less volume because you're buying less shares. It's just a really good sanity check to make sure that like you're actually going to get a good fill on your trade. There's actually volume there to support the shares you're going to buy. New guy here. Do you do this every day? Every Monday and Friday. Not every day, but Monday and Fridays. 1 hour before market open, we go live. If you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're already one of the 53,000 people subscribed to this YouTube channel, scroll down anyway and check and make sure the little bell is pressed. That way you get notified when I go live. So you don't ever miss one because I have a lot of fun doing these. I hope you guys have fun watching them. I hope it also helps you a lot. I think I've said this probably 15 times during this live stream, but the best way to become a better day trader is to give yourself live chart time. And live chart time with commentary from someone that's been trading for 10 years, not to toot my own horn, but it can't hurt, you know. doing it alongside someone that's been doing it for way longer than you can't hurt. Ginger, good morning. GLND. Grinding up. Whoa. Someone else just subscribed to the website. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. Someone just joined the annual plan. I will be talking to you in the Discord. Thank you. My biggest problem is holding losers. Working on it though. Yeah, that is don't worry, Santo. Like don't feel like you're behind or anything. That is the number one beginner problem. You don't want to admit that you're wrong, right? It's not like a you thing. It's a millions of years of human evolution thing. Our brains hate being wrong. They don't want to sell that red trade, yeah. But it's just you have to start thinking of trading kind of like I said. It's not about every trade. Every individual trade is completely random. I have no idea whether the next trade I take is going to be green or red. No idea. It may as well be a coin flip. Honestly, it's probably worse than a coin flip with the strategies that I trade. I tend to be less than a 50% win rate, actually. I just trade on a high risk reward. That's how I trade. But I can start to predict how my portfolio will look in the next 1,000 trades, right? Because of the strategies that I built and tested.
CLMT. NXTT.
Think of it like the casino. Do you think, like, when I go to the casino and I put $100 on the pass line, do you think when I roll a 7 and the casino has to pay me $100, you think they care? No, they don't give a shit, because they know as long as I stay there and keep playing the pass line, if I do it for long enough, that they're going to get my money, right? It's not, who cares about the single outcome? Like, it's one trade. Like, a single outcome is pointless and random. You make money by deriving statistics that are going to make you profitable over a large data sample, over a large data set. UGRO, by the way, hitting the scanner again, 2291, pushing up. Double or nothing until it works. I saw Ross Cameron talk about gambling once, and he basically, like, he just described the martingale strategy. He was like, how I gamble is I put $20, and if I lose, I double, and if I lose, I double, and if I lose, I double until I win, and I make my $20 and I leave. It's like, bro, that is the single worst way to gamble. That is like the single worst way to go about gambling. Martingale strategy is real bad. It works 95% of the time, but then, you know, that one time it doesn't work, you are broke. I have 15 green days, 5 red days, and my red days are huge. So Santo, you are ahead of the game just by realizing that. Like, just by knowing your statistics, just by knowing that you have 15 green days, 5 red days, but your red days are too big, you're doing better than most beginner traders. It sounds like you're journaling your trades, you're keeping statistics, and you are identifying the problem in your trading. That's great. That's fantastic. I know it sucks. I know you're like, damn, I wish I wasn't losing money, but like, you are identifying the problem in your trading system. Now it's just like, what are you going to do about it, right? But identifying the problem is the first step. And I'll tell you what, most beginner day traders don't even do that. Most of you watching, I actually can't see how many viewers I have. My viewer count has been broken all morning. But I guarantee you most of you don't journal your trades. And I guarantee you that that is why you're not as good of a trader as you want to be. Please journal your trades. It's very important. You need to be able to see the statistics and performance of your trading. Once again, to be able to identify things like that, like Santo's identifying. You don't know what you need to improve if you're not journaling. Do you use market orders? Yes, almost exclusively during market hours. Obviously you can't during pre-market trading. During market hours, almost exclusively, yes. And I do that because I only trade very heavy volume stocks, right? Once again, one of my metrics in my, first off, one of the metrics in the scanner is that the stock must be trading heavy volume. You'll notice that like you won't really see light volume stocks hitting these scans very often. So it will only show heavy volume stocks, and
SST.
I have that metric built into my strategy that it will only enter if the stock has heavy volume. So when you're trading heavy volume stocks, you typically don't get very large spreads, and it's typically, you know,
GLND.
So I'd rather just get in the trade than have to worry about placing limit orders. But if you're trading light volume stuff, if you are playing light volume stuff with huge spreads, then you probably should be using limit orders. Yeah. Just depends. I upload trades to TraderView.
FRG.
That is what I use as well, Santo. And Miami, I see you just asked. TraderView is the one I like. Not sponsored.
SST. BFRG.
I have an idea.
SST.
I have an idea to build a, I just haven't gotten to it yet, obviously, but I have an idea to build a trade journal into this as well. So like that may be coming, but this is what I use. Once again, not sponsored. But BFRG hitting again. Once again, hopefully relatively soon, a trade journal will be coming to my website too. That's the thing, man. Listen, you guys get signed up and
BFRG.
I will always be working to make your subscription more valuable. I think the people that have been signed up for a couple of months already can attest to the value that they've had added to their subscription even since they signed up. You have to use the price slider to trade pre-market? No. I mean, you can just place limit orders. You can just set up your buttons in your active trader to buy, bid, sell, ask, or whatever. My first week I made 8K. The next week I lost 11K. That is, that is crazy size for your first week of trading. I mean, more power to you. And maybe you have a ton of money. You must. Your first week of trading, you're throwing around 8 and 11K. That's dope. Usually people start trading with like 10 shares, you know, a couple bucks here and there while they're learning. 40 said, F it, I'm going, we'll chuck around a couple grand, F it, man. What was your trade journal? Trader View. View is VUE. Just took 200 on BFRG. Congratulations. Sounds risky as heck. I mean, it's just large size, right? When you trade larger size, the numbers get bigger. But that's your goal, right? Your goal is to start throwing around thousands of dollars a day. That's the goal. I use paper and pen to journal. There's nothing wrong with that. You definitely can use paper and pen. Just need to make sure that you're capturing all the right statistics. I think the most important part of journaling is journaling your individual strategies. That's why I like TraderView a lot. It's why I landed on TraderView, because they allow you to tag your trades with what strategy it is. And then when you're looking at your dashboard, when you're looking at your reports, you can look at them obviously as a whole, or you can dive in and look at like the performance of each strategy. So you know kind of, okay, hey, this strategy was working well during this market condition, and then it stopped working during this market condition, et cetera, et cetera. When I build my trade journal, that will be something I add, don't worry. You follow more closely your stop or simply exit when your exit prints from your strategy? So I think you're asking like, do I trail up my stop? That's happening inherently, right? Because my exit is first candle. Oops, my exit is first candle to close below previous candle. So like that is acting as a trailing stop, you know? Would you say your scanner is more geared towards beginners? No, I think it's geared towards everybody. I use it. I've been trading for 10 years. I use this scanner every day. Again, anybody looking for volatility in the stock market, this scanner is for. Now, did I try to build it in a way that beginners, like someone that has literally no idea what a stock is, can look at this scanner and like understand, okay, hey, I should be looking at this stock right now?
GLND.
Yes, that is also something that I thought of in the background while building this scanner. It's like, all the complexity of the scanner, all the like fancy calculations and stuff happen in the back end. The front end, I try to make as simple as possible so that once again, even if you just started day trading today, you can fire up this scanner and kind of know what you should be looking at, right? I think too many scanners get way too complex on the front end. They'll have like 16 different windows full of different stocks and with 87 customizable columns and colors and filters. And I'm doing that stuff. I'm doing those like fancy calculations, but I'm doing them in the back end. And then I'm only showing you what's important. I'm showing you what I feel like you need to see. GLND, we talked about the stock earlier and it's grinding up again. We talked about the stock around like 1050. Will you hit a stop level before your exit prints? No. No. I always exit the close of the candle. Nah. If I'm following my strategy correctly, JMP, I'll put my hand up right now. I've been day trading for 10 years. There's definitely still trades where I don't follow my strategy.
CODI.
It happens. I think it's always going to happen. It's just hard, man. Trading remains hard. That feeling of like, oh shit, I should sell this. It never really goes away. You get better at not reacting to it. Like you get better at being able to hold your trades and get out where you're supposed to. But like sometimes I'll get in a trade let's go to like ELAB or something. I'll get in one of these trades like this and it'll like start rocketing up and I'm like, oh my God, I should sell. And like, sometimes I do take my profits too early. Or like sometimes the stock like rockets down and I'm like, oh shit, I got to get out of this. And I get out of the stop too early or something. And I would like to say that it's pretty rare. I've gotten pretty good to the point where I'm not doing that much anymore. Definitely not as much as I used to, but I'm also not going to sit here and lie to you and say it never happens. Can I automate the RSI strategy on Thinkorswim? Not that I don't know how to do it. I know that Charles Schwab has an API key. So I don't know if that means that you can take that and pull the information and automate it somehow, but I don't think you can automate your trading in Thinkorswim, no. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying, I guess I don't know how. I've never really tried to fully automate my trading, like bot trade. I've never really tried to do that. You get more confident in your setup? Yeah, exactly. You learn that another quote that I say a lot is that
UGRO.
Once again, the emotions, UGRO, the stock was going crazy earlier. Yeah. Nice. UGRO repopping. It's not about removing emotions. I'll tell you right now, you're never going to remove emotions. Welcome to millions of years of our dumb monkey brains evolving. There will always be emotions. It's not like you become this professional trader and you become like a robot, psychotic trader. Like, no, like I'm still emotional about my trades. It's just you learn to not act on the emotions, right? That's what gets beginner traders in trouble, is making decisions based on what they're feeling. You're still gonna feel things. Like that doesn't ever go away. LITX, yes, I see you. This is new. It means it's just popping now for the first time. Oh, that's why. Popping now for the first time because it's been getting hammered all day. No, thank you. Back to UGRO. My dentist appointment? I should probably book a dentist appointment. I'm definitely that guy that doesn't go to the dentist. I probably should start. What kind of news do you guys want to look at? What kind of phase news do we have going on today? Our best biotech news is QNTM, binding letter of intent with Lucent to conduct phase 2 clinical trials. What kind of AI news do we have today? Oh, BFRG is AI. Oh, it's an AI company. Okay. AI is in the name of the company. What else? Is there any crypto news? Oh, BMNR is crypto news.
GLND.
Sure. Can the RSI strategy be trade short too? Not in its current state, no. I can make it do that pretty easily, but not the way it's currently set up. I'll tell you a secret though. If you're trading stocks like this, you don't want to short them. Well, first off, you probably can't short them. To short a stock, you have to be able to borrow it from your brokerage, right? And Most brokerages either won't have shares available on these smaller float stocks, or if they do, they'll charge you a hard to borrow fee, and they'll charge you an exorbitant hard to borrow fee. They'll charge you like $1 a share to borrow. So like you have to make $1 down just to break even. Shorting low floats is not really the play. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say it's impossible and that nobody makes money doing it, but it's hard. It's harder than it looks just on the chart. Because you watch these stocks, you're like, oh, these low float stocks suck. I'll just short them. And like, yes, based on the chart, you're right. But based on actually executing the trade, it's a lot harder than that. I had 1,000 shares of UGRO a couple weeks ago, around 325. 325. I knew this stock went crazy a couple days ago. We talked about it earlier. That's nuts. I mean, yeah, but you would have never held that, right, Ginger? Like, it's crazy to look back on now, but like you shouldn't feel like, oh, I wish I would have held, because that would be ridiculous.
UGRO.
Holding a stock like this, even over one night, is ridiculous, but like multiple nights in a weekend, and that would be crazy. UGRO pushing highs again. Thank you to the scanner putting us back on this one around $23.90, around $24. UGRO. We got put back on this one, and it's pushed up another 8% since then. Scanner doing us well this morning, getting us onto a lot of names. Things you love to see. I've heard share locates are expensive. Yep. Especially on these low floats. Because, well, first off, obviously they are lower float, so there is just less shares out there available for brokerages to get their hands on to lend to you. And then second off, they know everybody wants to short them. Like the higher UGRO goes, the more people want to short this. So it's just like anything else, the laws of supply and demand. Supply is low and demand is high, so cost to borrow goes up. Right, Ginger, yeah. Numbers of your scanner float are different than other scanners, sometimes 50% difference. Why? Yes, float is never a... You'll look at 4 different data sources and you'll get 4 different numbers on float because it is the shares available to trade. So it's an always changing number. So it depends on when your data source like last refreshed the number, really. It's really all it is. You just kind of get a ballpark. You get a ballpark like idea of what the float is. It's never like gonna be exactly 750K or whatever.
CODI.
Different strategies and learning where liquidity zones are. Sometimes it works, sometimes it gets stopped out. I mean, yo, that's life, man. Sometimes it works and sometimes it gets stopped out. It's just the nature of trading and forever. It always will be. There's no such thing. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as something that always works in trading. The idea and the goal is to build trading systems that stack the odds in your favor as much as you can over a large enough time period, over a large enough trade size sample. But there will never be anything that you can learn that will like always work. Like, oh, if you buy in a supply zone, like, I mean, sure, it can be a strategy that can have profitable statistics, but every single trade strategy will lose. Who is holding the float? What do you mean holding the float? RBNE new to the scanner? Sure. Kind of a barcodey penny stock, not something that would really get my rocks off yet, but
RBNE.
Learning Ross Cameron's way. Ross trades very fast, yes. I'm also like, I don't know. not going to say I don't like the way Ross trades. I will just say I think it's very hard for beginners. RSI strategy, what's it based on? Yeah, it's the video. I just posted a video about it this weekend if you want to learn more about it. But essentially, it is the RSI rate of change. So I don't care what the value of the RSI is. It means nothing to me. I just care about what the RSI value is on this candle versus the previous candle. And the way I have it currently set up, if that number is larger than 8, so if the RSI has jumped 8 points from candle to candle, then we get in the trade. Also, the stock has to be green on the day and it has to be trading heavy volume, but that's the main point. The RSI change. Because what it does, it's really just a way to objectively define big breakout candles, is what it is, right? I am buying big, strong breakout candles. Just that RSI rate of change is a way that you can objectively, using code, identify them. Essentially, like if you're looking for fair value gap candles, right? Everybody talks about fair value gaps nowadays. I don't know like why. It's literally just someone came up with like a more complex way to describe very basic trading terms. I would assume to sell it. But a fair value gap is that, that difference between the two previous candles, high and lows, whatever. It's just a breakout candle, right? It's just a strong green candle. And this is using the rate of change in this way as a way that you can identify them.
UGRO.
Ross trades momentum. That's why he trades fast. Yeah, the way Ross trades is a way that you really need to be paying attention to the level 2. I talk about how I don't really care about level 2 very much because the way I trade is not indicative of needing the level 2. The level 2 is helpful for telling you like where the very next tick of the stock may or may not go. Obviously, it's not going to tell you the future. It's not going to be 100% right, but it helps you determine the next tick of a stock. I don't trade that fast. I don't like the next tick on UGRO. I don't really care about, right? I'm more of I would call myself a day trader, not a scalper, right? There's scalping and then there's day trading. I'm definitely a day trader more than a scalper. Like I'm in UGRO from 24.35 and it is now up 13% and I'm still just holding and I have no interest in exiting this thing yet. So the level 2 is useful, very useful for scalpers and people that trade that way. It's just not how I trade. Yeah, Eklo, the strategies in Thinkorswim don't place trades for you. Like this does not place a real money trade for me. I still have to either manually enter this trade or not. Once again, I don't tell you guys what trades I'm actually in, but if you want to trade these strategies, you still have to manually enter the trades, yeah. So you don't have to worry about them like messing up your real money account or anything. He also uses like a 5-second chart. Yeah, exactly. He is very much like scalping the moves, which is great. I mean, obviously he makes a lot of money doing it. But once again, beauty and the beast of day trading is that there's a million different ways to do it, which is cool, but it's why it's also hard to learn. Because there's not just like, it would be nice if there was just a way I could teach you to trade and you could all go do it and like, but there's not. It all depends on how you see the market, on your risk tolerance, on your bankroll size, on your personal income, on, there's a billion different factors to determine how you should trade. Which is once again why I just provide you the tools to do your own testing, right? I provide you the tools to make testing as easy as possible.
QNTM.
Is your trading similar to what Roland Wolf teaches? I have heard the name Roland Wolf, but I couldn't tell you how he trades. I'm not sure. QNTM? Pushing? Pushy?
ASTC.
Huh? Which one of your scripts can allocate much of your money for a trade automatically? No script automatically moves real money around. Strategy codes in Thinkorswim are not capable of real money trading. It'd be like very dangerous if they were. You get yourself in a lot of trouble very quickly. Once again, they just exist to show you live and in real time where you would enter and exit based on the conditions within, as well as to automate the data gathering process of backtesting. ASTC hit the scanner here at 386 and is pushing up hard now above $4.10. Very nice. This has already gotten a 9% move up since it hit the scanner. The strategy is actually in this from 349. How'd everybody do today? Did you guys all have a profitable morning? Wow, ASTC. Hello? Where are we first alerted on this? Like 389? Just rips up 17% into a halt here, ASTC. Very nice. Okay. Shout out the scanner. Shout out the scanner. Got you in that move quick. Very nice. Up into a volatility halt here at 10:18.40. So at 10:23.40, we'll look for the reopen. No news squeeze. Yep, there's no news on it. Stocks don't need news to move. News helps. You will notice that on your top 20 gainers list, the top couple typically have news, but not always. They don't need news. Plus $112. I'm done. 40. Congratulations, my friend. Oh, I'm sorry. $1,123. I didn't have my chat. I didn't have my chat all the way expanded. 10 times the congratulations. Nice. $1,100. Did you just trade ASTC 40? Did you just catch this? Tried to whip twice in pre-market with rejections. True. Yes. History of that's good. That's good to notice, Geezer. Yeah. History of pumping, dumping really hard. Not yet, Bez. Not yet. I'm working on it in the background. Does the scanner show halts? Not yet. That's what I'm answering. Yeah. I did have a volatility halt scanner. I just can't get it to work correctly quite yet. So I'm not showing it. I also really like this news scanner. I might just leave this anyway. I think this is more useful than a volatility scanner. Maybe I'll put like a menu in the top or something to open like a volatility scanner in your journal and stuff like that. So I'm trying to think of like exactly how I want to lay it out, but all ELAB. Nice. Congratulations. You were playing this range here. Congrats. My Stackum, the volume on my scanner isn't live updating. The volume on my scanner updates every roughly 15 seconds. But it doesn't really matter because it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm still capturing the volume change on the back end every 200 milliseconds. I just can only display it every 15 seconds because of how my data source is set up. So I'm still using live volume, like ASTC must trade 100,000 shares in 60 seconds in order to appear on the scanner. That is still true and happening in the calculation. It just doesn't show. I would have to spend, what do I spend now? I spend like $25,000 a year on my live stock data. I would have to spend like $70,000 a year on literal quote data to get live updating volume. I'm not saying I won't ever do that. Currently, I'm not doing that. It's just not something that is provided in the current tier of business data that I've bought. Have a halt near the stock price. It's really hard. I have built in Thinkorswim, I have built studies that like do that, right? They like build labels and build lines on the chart to show you the halt levels. But it's really hard to do because there's a lot of nuance in the guardrails for halts. It depends on the price of the stock. It depends on a couple of, it depends on what time of day it is. It like depends on a couple different things for why they halt stocks. So it's hard to do. I ended up finding the tool to be more hurtful than useful. It would like be alerting to me that stocks were either about to halt or not about to halt, and like just be wrong so often. Alpha, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I still don't see a email from you. I get you've been like telling me that I'm not answering your emails all day, but I've not gotten an email. There's nothing I can do about it if I don't get an email. Are you emailing support@daytradingstrategies.net? Is that your account name? I can go look and make sure your account is active. Here, I'll go look at your account to make sure that you still have an active subscription. Oh, ASTC open. Wow, that's interesting. We didn't get a single other alert on the moving now for 5 minutes. I mean, CGC, sure, but ASTC open. Yep, I see your account and I see it's enabled. You have access, my friend. It's not actually why I started here, Geezer. ASTC getting kind of hammered out of its halt. It's not why I started here. I just landed on Thinkorswim like 8 years ago. And then like 6 years ago, so 2 years after that, I started custom coding in it. And since then, like I'll probably never leave it now, yeah. Did you check your spam folder? I don't know why an email would be coming through as a spam. I guess I can check. No, my spam folder is just full of spam.
HXHX.
Hi, Trey. I'd like to show you how we've helped companies like daytradingstrategies.net achieve measurable results using AI-driven automation. You know how many emails I get a day about someone wanting to like AI automate my business? I guess that's just what everybody is doing now, right? Every new startup is business AI automation. If that's your startup, you may have to try to get more creative because you're swimming in an ocean full of fish, man. That's what everybody's doing. I sent you a pic of my trade on Instagram, like to trading stocks. Hold on, looking. The hell was that? That's weird. Oh, I clicked on the wrong. No. Clicked on the wrong account. I got too many Instagram accounts. My scanner is not updating. Just nothing was moving. My scanner hasn't been updating either. Nothing was moving. Moving now. Do you see BUR now? I have one large monitor. Can't seem to get TOS on various new desktops. Are you using the detach function, Walter? So like you can click like on a chart. You can click on this box. Wait, this box. Yeah, you can click on this like snowman menu here and you can detach, which will like, instead of opening a whole new instance of Thinkorswim, will just give you that window. You can do that on most things. Like you can do it to your scans. You can do it to your monitor window. You can do it to a bunch of different things. Moving now to shows ASTC. That's weird. Can you try refreshing? I don't know why it would be different. Unless you have your filter set up. Do you have filters? Like you may have your float filter set up or something, which obviously wouldn't show you BUR because BUR is a huge float. Are you sure you don't have your float filtered down to something smaller? Heard of the box theory? Maybe, maybe not. I've seen a lot of boxes get drawn on charts. What's the box theory? Filters, got it? Yeah, okay. Yep, if your filters are down, so the filters, they will automatically remove stuff from the top 20 gainers and from the news search, but they won't like automatically remove things from the moving now. But now if something else hit the moving now with a large float, it wouldn't show. Right? Making my way downtown. UVA women's basketball made the Final Four. Nice. I'm not a UVA fan, but I live kind of close to UVA. Box theory draws the high and low of the day. Then what? Like you play breakouts out of it? Kind of like a pseudo opening range breakout strategy? Like 4 people have signed up to the scanner during this live stream. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Remember, if you do want to sign up, you can use discount code STREAM at checkout to take 30% off. So on my website, you click the green button to go to checkout if you'd like to sign up for the annual plan, which gets you 12 months. 12 months is a long time. I always say the words like you get 12 months of access. It doesn't feel powerful until you think about how long 12 months is. It's a long time to get access. All the codes and lifetime access to the Discord. You can get it for, if you use discount code SAVE30 at checkout, or sorry, discount code STREAM, whatever. They're both the same. You can get it for less than $280, which is ridiculous value. Ridiculous value. I would never tell you that like the ROI is like you're expected to make your money back, but like just think about the potential ROI of that. 12 months of a real-time stock scanner like this. Do you think it can help you make $280 in 12 months? Once again, I'm not going to tell you that it definitely will, but if you think that it can, then it's, you know, it's a simple ROI calculation for you. Mark highs and lows of previous day in the box in the first 15-minute candle and spot reversals easier. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that. I have something that does that, actually. Someone else just signed up. Thank you. What did I have no idea what I called it. Levels? Some kind of levels or something? No. High of day? Is this it? Or is that literally just high of day? No, that's literally just high of day. I have a study that plots like yesterday's high, yesterday's low, today's high, today's low, today's open. Like that plots that stuff out. Less than $1 per day? It is. It is indeed less than $1 per day. It's even less than $1 per trading day. There's like 255 trading days a year, right? What do you remember as a rat at VMI? A lot, most of it, that it sucked. I don't know. It's one of those things that you look back on and you're like, wow, you know, honestly, like maybe it wasn't that bad. Like honestly, kind of fun. Maybe that's the, what's that called when you like fall in love with actual bad things? What's that psychological experiment called? RBNE, hammering the scanner. Okay. RBNE just got a big old green candle. Marriage, bro. Bro. Stockholm syndrome, that's it, yeah. One of those things though, yeah, you look back on military school and you're like, I don't know, it was actually kind of fun. Make a lot of memories, at least. I use all your custom scanners you taught on Stunt Think or Swim. Good stuff, man. Happy to help. I'm glad you're finding value. Glad you're finding value. Five people have now signed up to the website since this live stream started. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you all. I hope you find a ton of value. I hope you make a ton of use over it. Oh my gosh. Someone else just signed up. 6 people have signed up. Appreciate you all. I want to change the world for beginner day traders. I really do. I want like all beginner day traders to know this scanner exists at least. Obviously, I don't expect everybody to sign up, but I want all beginner day traders to know that this tool is available to them. You have the ability to access. I mean, this is like, what am I trying to say? Like institutional grade data, just about. It's very, very close to institutional grade data. It's not literally institutional grade data, would be literally tick by tick. Mine updates every 200 milliseconds. So you are less than a blink of an eye behind institutional grade data with this scanner, and you can get it for $45 a month. If you want institutional grade data, like literal institutional grade data, it's going to cost you at least $25,000 a year. So you can get 200 milliseconds of delay and save $24,600 a year. I don't know. It seems like a good deal to me. Seems like a good deal to me. I love your gratitude. I mean, dude, it's crazy. This business really has like gone so much further than I ever thought it would. I started, once again, when I live streamed on Twitch, I was showing my codes, and a couple people wanted access, so I fired up a Google Drive. What I did was I saved my codes in a Google Drive password protected file, and then I launched a Discord channel that I put that file in, and I charged people like $20 a month to access the file. That's how the business started. Like 7 or 8 people signed up, and I was like, oh wow, this is, I'm making a couple $100 a month or whatever it was. I should make a website. I made a website, and yeah, it took off. Now the revenue of the business allows me to pay $66,000 a year for this data to provide obviously better data to you all, better stuff to you all.
ASTC.
So thank you. And I will do my best to make this as good as possible. Once again, it's not a bad thing that the solo developer of a scanner is someone that's been trading for 10 years and uses the scanner every day himself, right?
LTRN.
Like
ASTC.
I want this scanner to put me on the best moves. So I will build it to do so, thus putting you on the best moves. It kind of works out, right? Somebody else just signed up. Thank you. Oh, that's might have just been a repayment. No, it's a new customer. Thank you. Been watching your YouTube videos for a while. Great to hear you're finding continued success. I have a lot of fun doing this stuff. Listen, man, like the reason I started making content 7 years ago or however long ago it was is because like trading is very like purposeless, right? Like you make money day trading. That's like, okay, cool. I clicked some buttons on a screen today, but like, what did I do to help better the world? And I get that some people don't care about that, but I sort of cared. I was like, what can I do? Let me try to see if I can help beginner day traders. And that's sort of what kicked off everything. Giving myself some kind of purpose. Myself being spiritually greedy. The best monthly investment I've made. It's, I don't know. You're not going to find better value anywhere else. I'll tell you that. You're not going to find a scanner with this much, 150 plus trading codes and access to a premium Discord, all for cheaper than I am providing it to you. Once again, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to make your money back or anything like that. You could definitely sign up and still lose money. Please understand that, right? I actually try to hammer that fact home. Like, I just am providing you tools to make your journey easier is what I'm providing. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Doesn't mean you're going to make money. Were you losing a lot as a beginner? Or were you always a trading wizard? No, I sucked. I lost money for, I lost money for like 8 months. And then I was a break-even trader for like,
RBN.
A break-even trader for like 4 years. 4 years, something like that. I don't remember the exact timeline before I became consistently profitable. I think that's a relatively common time frame, like a relatively common path to profitability. You start trading, so you think you know everything, and you just start throwing money around, so you lose money. And then you learn that, like, okay, I should have some rules. So you set some rules, and you start kind of following them, which makes you break even, right? Like, as long as you're following rules over a large enough time frame, you'll probably be break even just from the randomness of the stock market. Like, you lose money because you're not following rules. Like, you're randomly buying and selling, you'll lose money. If you're following rules, like you get in and out for a reason, you're likely be largely break even. So that's what ends up happening until you learn like what rules actually work and you learn how to actually better follow them. Because even if you have rules that work, when you're still kind of a beginner, you're breaking them too much, right? You're breaking your rules too much to hit consistent profitability. ASTC just continuing here.
ASTC.
Once again, first alerted on this move at like what, 385 or whatever we were first alerted on this move. It's up 32%. 32% since the scanner put us on this. Very nice. The scanners found some nice moves today. It's not been anything like nuts. Like our top gainer is 115%. If you're relatively new to small cap trading, that's not crazy. You will have days in the future where multiple stocks are up like 300-400%. That is when the gauge gets up here in the green and stuff is really going crazy. It's been kind of like an okay day, but it's days like this almost when you need the scanner more, right? Because like when everything's ripping, it's really not that hard to find stocks that are ripping, of course. But when it's kind of chill like this, like you need a scanner to be showing you, hey, what stock is moving now, right? The Discord chat is worth it. Yeah, dude, I mean, you guys have seen how much do people charge for Discord channels, right? How much do people charge for trading Discords? Most of them are like hundreds of dollars a month. You get access to mine, which now has 2,100 members in it. For life, if you sign up to the annual plan, or when you sign up to the annual plan, you get access to this for life at 300 or what is it, $240 or whatever the annual plan is with the discount code. Yeah. ASTC is an orb trade. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Chilled in the zone and then broke out. Only the freshest memes. Let's make a meme channel in the Discord. All right, chat. It is 10:40. I've been live for an extra 10 minutes. Guys, remember, you'd like to sign up, daytradingstrategies.net. Just go use discount code STREAM. Take 30% off. Get yourself 12 months of access to this real-time stock scanner, to the codes, to the Discord, all for less than $240. I'm going to head out. I will see you guys back live on Friday morning. I do this Mondays and Fridays, and obviously Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I will also be posting videos on this YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Those of you already subscribed, quickly make sure that bell is pressed next to the button so that you don't miss next time that I go live. That will give you like a little alert or however your notifications are set up so that you get emailed or whatever when I go live. All right, guys. Hope you all had a great day. Hope you all had a lot of fun in the stream. I had a lot of fun. This was a fun live stream. I had a lot of fun today. We got put on a handful of pretty good moves, so not too bad. All right, guys. I'll see you in the YouTube videos this week, and then we'll chat back live again on Friday. Those of you in the Discord channel, obviously, I will be talking to you throughout the days. I don't know what else I was going to